Hey, good morning. Thursday here, a little Thursday Thunder, a little behind the scenes at Your One Word Book. This one's going to be very visual. If you're listening to the podcast, check it out on YouTube. Go check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/@repossible, and you'll find this. What I'm going to do today is the epigraph. I'm going to show you a little bit of some of the program behind the scenes here at Your One Word, where we are creating your one word book. But the book isn't just one word. Well, the chapter is. There's only one chapter and it only has one word in it. But there are other elements that are going to help build this out. For example, the epigraph. There's a lot of front matter and back matter to these. So I'm going to show you exactly how I do this and how you can do it in your book, even showing you the tool I use to format books and to create books and the formatting that you will use if you do the program. So I am in Readsy. I've logged in. You need to create a free account. I'll send you a link. I'll put it in the thing. And now I'm going to go work on my book, Focus. This is my own one word book. I've already finished it, but I've just put it in here to work on. So now I'm inside the book, and over here is the front matter. And I explain how this all works in the program. But here I've got dedication, then I've got the epigraph. I'm a huge fan of quotes in books. In fact, the procedure we're going to go through today, I believe helps you get more clarity on your own idea in your own book through the eyes of someone else. So here, this is the epigraph. I'm going to put the text here, and then I think it's the quote goes over, the attribution goes over here. So if you have your favorite quote and you already know that that's your quote from whatever, some famous person for your particular book, awesome. But if you don't have that yet, and I actually can't remember if I do for this book, I'm going to go find a new one or find an additional one. I like Brainy Quote. It's brainyquote.com, and I like it because you can do by author, you can do by topics, you can do in the news. It's neat stuff. So I'm over here. Now this is for my one word book. Remember, this book it's your one word, it's your one word mantra for the year. And I'm not secret about my one word. My one word for 2024 is focus. I've got basically two things I want to focus on this year. It's this book, this one word book for you, helping you get your one word book done, and an anthology called Now What? So those are my two things I want to focus on. And this book, I'm showing you how I do mine to help you with yours. So I'm over here in the epigraph. I got to find a quote and I've got to find a person to say the quote. Now over here at Brainy Quote, I could just type in focus. And we're going to get a lot of quotes about focus, ideally, right? So then, how many do we have here? If I scroll down, I've got pages and pages of focus. Now, this is one of those rabbit holes where you could be in here for a minute or a day or a week. And I want to be closer to a minute or maybe 10. So here we go. Focus. I'm going to focus on what lights a fire inside you. Use that passion to fill a white space. Don't be afraid of the challenges. Okay, nice. So the idea is, of course, you're going to read through these and you can see where the rabbit hole effect comes in because this is fun stuff and there's a gazillion of them and it's going to take forever. So this is where you can use other words, focus, I don't know, priority. See what we get, right? That looks like the same one we just saw. So if you think about it, and this is the gem here, this is the treasure, this is the unexpected benefit of this procedure is that I could type in the word focus because that's the name of my book, but I could also think, what else am I doing? What is it? Is it priority? There's another word with priority, and it's basically like sacrifice. Man, I'm probably gonna get into like sacrificial um, procedures and whatnot. You have to fight to reach your dream. You have to sacrifice and work hard for it. Okay. So you see what I mean about finding the right word to find the right quote. So then it's going to make you think about, what is my word really about? What am I trying to get across? For me, focus, a lot of it is also it's quitting stuff. It's not doing the 9 things and focusing on the one thing. So could that help? That would be like quitting or stopping or narrowing or laser focus or not shotgun but rifle, right? So what is that, right? And so this is where the quotes, if you can find someone that says what you want to say in another way, and maybe using different words, sometimes it can really give you some insight into the core of your message. So the sacrifice stuff, I'm not really loving the sacrifice stuff. Not love is a willingness to sacrifice. Okay, that's kind of cool, but that's about more about love. You know what? I'm gonna go back to, I'm gonna go back to some of my favorites. So I have a few favorite authors, not authors, but a lot of authors, but the particular people where I tend to find, like Albert Einstein, Mark Twain, Wayne Dyer. I've got some favorites, and I just kind of use those. Like, I wonder if I did, like, the search function is not the greatest. Like, can I do Mark Twain focus? Interesting what is going to show up here. Here we go. So this one's interesting. Okay, so I totally lost Mark Twain apparently, right? Press forward, do not stop, do not linger in your journey, but strive for the mark set before you. Okay, very goal oriented. So just for kicks, this thing is full of ads. You go in here, okay, I've agreed 47 times, thank you very much. I'm gonna go over here and then you have to click on it to be able to copy it. I'm gonna copy this. I go over to my epigraph. I'm gonna paste it in here. Then I'm going to take his name and clean this up a little bit. I put that over there. Stop with all the extra stuff, right? So there we go. That's it. I can put some quotes before and after, and I could say, I'm done. And I could be. Press forward, do not stop. Do not linger in your journey, but strive for the mark set before you. Yeah, I like that, right? So I could also collect a few, and I wonder if this thing, quotes to explore, I wonder how sort of related these are to what I searched for. Weakness is giving up. Most certain way to succeed is always fine. Try to find one more time. Yeah. I'll turn on your favor. Here we go. This is a nice one. A good plan, wow, violently executed now is better than a perfect plan executed next week. I like that one. Right? So you see how this works? I'm just poking around here. Good plan. I like this one. It's good, right? So I could go make a document and start collecting these. But I also remember this book, this whole thing started with sort of book in a weekend too. So I want to get this done. And I would rather, in fact, I'd rather stop. I'd probably pick, maybe I'd go look at one more and maybe I'd have three and then I'd pick one and I'd move on because that's another element of this book, of this process of your one word book and book in a weekend is to get the thing done. So I'm going to stop for there and like this one. I do like this one. Just going to copy it. Put this down here somewhere. Okay, it's messy, but I could have a quick look. Good plan. All right, let me save now. Okay. Well, I kind of like the first one better. They're very similar, but uh, I kind of do want to work more on not perfection. I don't actually believe in perfection, but I do want more perfect. I'm pretty good at now. Next week, I'm not really a procrastinator. Okay, get the idea? See what I'm doing? This is the kind of stuff with much less hemming and hawing. This is the kind of stuff that we do in the Your One Word book program. This is what you'll get in the book. I talk about each of these elements in this book, and then in the program, I talk about how we use Readsy, how to publish, how to format, how to get your manuscript ready for both ebook and print book. So that's it. I could stop right there, and I'm good. In fact, I like this one. So I'm going to stop for now. I'll also let you go. And just to give you a sneak peek here of what we're doing behind the scenes and how I help people publish their books and get them done, and even showing you two of the tools here. This is with Brainy Quote and Readsy to get it all done. All right. This has been an early Thursday morning. It's early. Hope you're having a great day. Hope your Thursday is awesome and powerful, and that you let that lightning strike, like, I don't know, buy my book, and then let that thunder rumble in, and that's the energy, that's the power, that's you writing your book. That's that's how Thursday Thunder started. I talk about how lightning is overrated and oh crash, wow, but then the rumble of the thunder is where the magic is. And that's what I see as this kind of stuff. It's working on the epigraph of your book and getting it done. Going to Brainy Quote, getting some quotes, making it work, getting it done, choosing one, making the decision on this is the one I want, and moving on. That's it. That's thunder for me. This is Thursday Thunder. I'm Bradley Sherman on the Repossible podcast as well. Hope you're having a great week and a great Thursday, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.